Hey folks, what's going on, my fellow Achaeans? Welcome back to Troy, Total War Saga Troy. No, hang on, I think it's that one. A Total War Saga Troy. However you say it, whatever. I'll just call it Troy. I started on a stream a Mythos campaign with Ithaca. I want to play a campaign all the way through on this game, and I'll be doing so. I'm going to occasionally make videos like this, but I'll also be streaming it once a week. So keep an eye out for that. That'll usually probably be on Thursdays, sometimes Tuesdays at 8 p.m. U.S. Central Time. So you can catch it then. We'll be streaming it a couple hours at a pop. And it's really fun. You should come join us. If you haven't seen the first episode, I have a first episode up. I do apologize. It was a live stream, and there were some technical difficulties, but it is a video on demand on YouTube. You can totally skip past any parts where I'm trying to troubleshoot technical difficulties, like you just drag the slider past it. It'll be super easy. In any case, let's get playing here. And as always, I would say on any of my videos, I have a Rome 2 campaign going right now that's a lot of fun and people are watching, but more importantly, the people on the Rome 2 campaign are taking the time, they're leaving the comments, they're putting the likes, and it is driving my channel statistics way up because of their engagement. If those of you who are watching this could please do the same thing, that would be a massive help to me. I've been fighting the YouTube algorithm a lot lately, and not in a fun way. And so if you all could take the time to help me, I would massively appreciate it. And whenever you support like that, it tells me, hey, I want to see more content like this. And then I will make you more content like this. So it's good for me and you, right? I'm going to give you more of what you want when I see people supporting really hard. And then I get what I need in order to help keep this YouTube channel running. But fortunately, my day job is not YouTube, so I'm not going to go out of business or suddenly quit YouTube because of that stuff, but it does help to have your support, and it is much appreciated. I'm going to go ahead and hit the fast forward thing here so we don't have to watch all these in slow-mo. I'm not willing to barter right now, unless it's a particularly good deal, and right now they're wanting my gold because I ended up getting some gold in a good barter on the first episode, so I'd rather not barter anything with them. I'm more so just waiting at this point for better recruiting capability, which I now have, and so I need to get better units, and I'm going to start by bringing in some heavy sword skirmishers, which are considerably more capable in melee. Then I've thought about bringing in these spear runners to get out on the flanks. They do have a bonus versus, I think, axes, swords. Here, let's pin them up over here. Sorry, whoops, hit the wrong button. Get out of there. Let's pin these guys up over here so we can take a look at their stats. It's a bonus versus large, bonus versus axes, and swords. So basically they get a bonus versus everything. And they have some armor-piercing missile damage with a couple of javelins, which is pretty handy, which the cheaper spear runners don't come, young spears don't come with. So, I mean, this could be a nice little unit for running flanks and getting some damage done and still being able to protect itself from, let's say, or help me against things like giants and other things that we might run into because of the bonus versus large. But we're going to start here by grabbing the heavy sword skirmishers. Now, heavy sword skirmishers do also have a bronze upkeep, so we're going to be limited on these. And they also cost bronze for me to recruit. And it's going to be the same with the spear runners. I'm not sure that we can afford to recruit a ton of these. They cost a pretty hefty bronze upkeep and gold, so it would be nice to have those units, but it may not be the time for them at the moment. I'm going to go ahead and snag some of these heavy sword skirmishers. We need them, so that would give me 4. Then I'll just leave the rest of my army alone for now. Instead of getting those spear runners, I'll probably just instead try and pull in some ambushers or something. So I'll take a look at that. There is construction available to me, but I'm not quite... Well, I may be ready to do it. What I'm focusing on is getting the secondary building for each resource. So in my province that's giving me food here, it's same as Same, however you say it. I focused on this building, which gives me a whole bunch of extra food. Then I'm doing the same right here in the settlement at Krenoi. Cranioi that's giving me stone, and then I want to do the same thing for bronze. I need more wood and more stone, so I'm just waiting on those resources. That's why some of you are like, Air, how come you're not doing your construction? That's why I'm waiting for that. I could go ahead and upgrade here, but I'm not even sure this is the building I want here. It's not. I'd really rather have this one. I wonder if we can convert. No, I'm just going to tear it down. I'm going to tear down the old one. And build that one in its stead. Because that would be better for me. Exit out of here. And that will hopefully solve up our bronze issue long term. Now it's in the turn. I'm going to be paying more food upkeep as well for the heavier infantry, but the heavier infantry will give us the stability we need in a lot of fights. I'm going to go capture a gold mine, actually. That's my next objective. Ooh, Mythic expeditions can begin. Choose your path and embark on the journey when ready. So portents in the sky. I'm assuming that this is going to be for going after the griffin. King's Hand. Hero's Journey. House of the Gods. Mythic expeditions can begin. Interesting. Portents in the sky. Massive flocks of dark birds have been spotted flying, twirling into foreboding shapes across the sky. This dark omen can mean nothing good, but which god could possibly have sent it? Aphrodite's beauty has disturbed many immortal men, and it's likely these birds themselves became agitated at her glorious sight. We curse the goddess's fickle nature and hope that she soon returns to Olympus. Yeah, that's gonna hurt us a little bit. We have a mission issued here to recruit an agent. And then recruit a hero. It says additional armies may only be fielded by appointing a hero to lead them. I don't really want to recruit a hero yet. Let's take a look. There's an agent's missions. Epic missions. In any safe haven, ensure that one of the following buildings, Warrior's Lodge or Skirmisher's Camp, Odysseus' scheme. Alright, so these are all my missions. That's our epic mission. So we need to build something in our safe haven. I don't know if I have a safe haven right now. I think I do. Let's take my spy and let's go ahead and run over here. Actually, let's go up here towards the settlement with the gold mine that I intend to go take. I might snag... These guys have wood, bronze, and food, too. I might just trash them on the way through, because they don't have any allies. So yeah, I think we're going to do that. I'm going to crush them on the way through, because they lack the allies to protect themselves. For Ithaca. I'm going to get rid of this clubman unit, because I don't really want it.
Odysseus the Cunning.
Alright, so these are ambushers. Ambushers cost me gold to recruit, but only food to upkeep. I do have gold, and ambushers are pretty handy units. Got 2 slots available in my army. I don't know that these sirens are worth their weight here. Like, they just aren't very good. I'll keep them now just to have something mythic in my army, but they're not a great unit. We're going to have more bronze here soon. I'm still needing more stone to be able to build this building right here. It'll help me further with bronze. So let's keep waiting, because all of these things, all these upgrades that I can run are going to cost me stone and wood, which I'm trying to save at the moment. So let's wait just a bit. Let's wait just a bit. Alright, I've got my agent on the way. I'm going to finish my recruiting with Odysseus. The settlement upgrades that I am intentionally ignoring at the moment. And then I'm going to head north. I think I'm going to snag these guys' territory and then on to the gold mine faction. I'm not interested in barters. I want my stone right now. So we completed a mission to start a turn with 20 units, which gained us 500 food, 50 gold, and 50 bronze. So not bad at all. That gold will help make up for some of the recruiting I just did. And we're getting 20 per turn thanks to a royal decree that we completed during the stream of the first episode of this.
Odysseus of Ithaca.
Now, I am going to bypass this faction with my spy, and I'm going to build my safe haven further north in my next target. That way it may be of some use to me by the time it comes, because once I capture that area, my safe haven will no longer play an important role. About to start getting more stone per turn here, too. Again, we're going to just kind of wait this out. We could get to exemplary ambushers, but again, their recruitment cost and stuff is probably going to be more considerable. That's okay.
Great deeds.
Let's go ahead and horse march so we can cover some more ground. This looks like a good first target right over here.
Skim the waves.
Try and kill their army and their garrison all at once, and then leave them in a bad position to try and strike back at me. Alright, let's end our turn here. And this will also give me a lot more resources. Having additional food, wood, and bronze resources will make a big difference. These guys want a bunch of wood for a bunch of food. I do not need that. I don't care about this either, because I want my bronze. I have very little of it right now. Alright.
Favored by Athena.
I think we are ready to declare war and get things started. They have a trade partner with that faction with the gold I want, but they don't have any allies, so I'm going to jump into the war here. I am currently at war with, looks like maybe some kind of myth faction or something. I have no idea. I don't even know where they're at. But we're going to attack these guys. I have the full army. They have militia, some spearmen, which are medium infantry. They have a lot of skirmishers. That's a little bit troubling. They do have, in the garrison, a pretty significant unit here in these shielded spearmen, but it is just spearmen. They have a bonus versus large and nothing else, so I think we can take these guys. Let's go ahead and fight the battle. With all the javelins I have, we can cause significant damage to the enemy. The only thing is, we're going to have to be careful of their javelins, because they could also get a lot of damage done if we get stuck in a blob and they're able to discharge all those javelins into us. Let's wait, I don't want the rain. And let's fight in this weather here. Should be just fine. Tight quarters on this map. This looks like a good place over here. I can Vanguard deploy almost all of my units. What I'm going to do is... Oh, I thought there was another way in right there. There is not. Alright, well, this is what we're going to do then. I'm going to stack up a good number of my standard sword skirmishers there. I'll put the... beefier, and some of you may wonder why are you going to put so many in one spot? It's because I'm going to overwhelm them with javelins. That is my objective. I'm going to completely overwhelm the enemy with javelins. See, like I'm going to do this, put the javelins right behind him. So all of a sudden, as soon as the battle starts, I'm going to be just discharging hundreds of javelins all over the enemy. Then I have excess troops that we can deploy as reserves. So I'll hide some right here. Actually, let's make it 3. And then I'll hide these 3 as additional reserves right there. And then we have Odysseus and my sirens. Odysseus is good at doing damage to infantry, so we'll see where we might have an opportunity to use him. Oh man, these militia are gonna... Well, never mind, they ran. These guys are wasting their ammo. Push forward. The AI did not deploy as far forward as I expected them to. I'm gonna push in and take a little ground. I'm gonna slow it down for just a second so I can get better control of everything that's going on. Take Odysseus over here. Okay. We've already routed their militia. I'm gonna start pushing this way, try and join my forces together. Alright, my light sword skirmishers have pushed up over here. We need to try and outflank their incoming spears. So I'm gonna kind of split up and get a little shifty here. Alright, so far so good. I'm gonna take Odysseus this way to go see what he can find. Okay, I'm gonna slow it down again for just a second and assess the situation. I need some units to come help pincer that. I'm gonna send more units further into the town this way. Then Odysseus now has line of sight over here. I can finish that militia and go support him with some sword runners. Sword skirmishers, sorry. It's up here. No. Actually, ignore that unit for just a minute. I want to pump it full of javelins as it charges down that hill. Okay, yeah, it's falling back. Already crushed the opposition here. So far, so good. The fight is going very well for me. And we've got another flank open over here, so I'm going to push that hard. Okay, keep moving. Oh yeah, we got some good damage done here. This unit's now surrounded. And I'm gonna fill these guys full of javelins. We're killing off some of their slingers. Come up and just set, who's wavering? Oh, my sirens. Those sirens are useless. I need to just get rid of them. They're just not good units. See an opportunity here as well. Let's hurry up this. Willing to turn off fire at will and skirmish and save a few javelins. I'm gonna get into the melee here and try and cause a choke point. Now that we've cleaned that up, I'm gonna move this way. And then I'm gonna move in, outflank from behind over here. I love the music in this game. Oof, boy, those javelins right there are actually, they're doing some good damage to me, so I'm gonna have to fire back at them. I can't let them have that position, so I'm gonna use my own ambushers to return fire. I don't know what you all are doing, but I told you to move over here, so get moving. Now we can collapse onto the back of this fight. Hurry, hurry, hurry. My heavy sword skirmishers are in a tough fight. They're fighting uphill. I did manage to wreck their own skirmishers who were causing considerable damage to me. And now I have the incoming outflanking maneuver. So we're going to end up decimating that blob. So now we've got them right where we want them. Look at this. So they had the better uphill position, but now they're totally surrounded. These are their shielded spearmen. This was some of their tougher infantry. And they are going to be under a pretty heavy flanking penalty here. As I continue to just pile on more weight of sword skirmishers behind them, their leadership will crumble. I want to be careful. I don't want to get over-engaged by these units until my reinforcements are ready, so I may have to fall back should the AI push me there. Yeah, this is all about to collapse here. I'm going to use Odysseus to shoot those reinforcements that are on the way in, and probably those slingers there too. Odysseus can kill multiple infantry units in a shot, be pretty useful.
Odysseus.
These shielded spearmen are tanking a lot more damage than I would like.
Odysseus. My time is
I'm gonna crank up the missile damage here with Odysseus. I'm shooting these spearmen who are trying to come in and reinforce. I did get some slingers that regroup behind me. That's not ideal.
Sons of Achaea. To glory.
Just gonna give Odysseus some support. Odysseus is racking up some kills with his bow here. Yeah, see, he just racked up a bunch more. So we want to let that happen. Boy, I wish I could get these units to rout. They are just not having it.
For the Achaea.
Tougher group than I expected.
To war. I can.
Odysseus, I don't want you falling back. Just keep killing spearmen, please. You're doing a rather good job of it. Odysseus has 85, 91 kills. Like, so he's getting a nice number of kills. Okay, we just got another rout in here. Another one appears to be imminent. So our heavy sword skirmishers are already paying dividends. These units can't quite get to Odysseus, and so it's giving him the opportunity to rack up some point-blank bow kills here. This fight needs to be wrapped up rather quickly. I'm
Warriors have been routed.
getting really upset at how well those guys held out. Okay, there we go.
Sons of Achaea.
I've got more reinforcements now to come help Odysseus. I'm going to pop his ability here and charge into melee for a second. And now I can get my heavies up the hill.
Ready to serve. On the move. Massacre.
Alright, excellent. So we are going to get the breakthrough we need here. The battle is going well. I really like the battles in this game. I find them fun. Different unit types are kind of enjoyable.
It will happen.
I'm going to bring Odysseus up. He's got 102 kills. In fact, I'm going to put a shot on the spearman real quick because I think I have a good angle on it. Might be able to get multiple kills with a single shot. Oh yeah.
I can. We're set then.
Okay, we are now ready to commence the final push. The slinger's shattered. That's good news. Before we do an actual full-on charge into the enemy base there, I'm going to actually hold with my heavy sword skirmishers and see if we can regain a little bit of morale. And I'm going to try and pick at some of these enemy units. I'm going to ignore the spears for a minute and try and pick off some of these skirmishers, because they can cause pretty good damage. Now see, when Odysseus has to fire at a high angle, it's not near as good. See, he's only going to kill like one unit at a time. So we really need to be firing without being at that high angle.
Do it.
So I'm going to move over closer to this building where I think I get a better angle. Alright, let's start shooting these bowmen. It looks like I have a good angle on them. Don't shoot high. Oh, he's blocked.
With Athena.
Yeah, something's blocking Odysseus there. I just want my sword skirmishers to get some rest. Check it out, the spear unit was routing past me.
Withdraw.
Oh, I got
One of
ambushers
your
back here
units
about to
has
get
no
caught.
more ammunition.
Alright, who no longer has ammunition? Is it Odysseus? Okay, yeah, he's... No, he still has ammo. It's probably one of my sword units that lost their ammo.
Willingly.
I need my ambushers to try and do damage to their lord.
Advance.
And then I'll need one of my heavy sword skirmishers to pummel that spear unit that's after us. I'm gonna go ahead and attack now.
At your command.
Alright. So here comes the attack. This unit behind me is... I don't know if it's gonna move up or not. This is not good where we're taking all those javelins. We need to push.
I can and will.
Alright, our heavy sword skirmishers have regained some of their stamina. Save my javelins, because we may need them for enemy heroes. And remember that Odysseus is not at all good for use against enemy lords in melee. He's not even that good at shooting them with his bow, to be fair. In fact, I'm just going to try and get Odysseus in here into a better position to use his bow. Let's keep moving up. Really just want to kill all their skirmishers. Oh, we got routed over here. That sucks. I got into some ambushers, but I'm about to be rear charged, so...
For the Achaeans! To glory! Forward we go!
I think...
Odysseus! For glory! This will be decisive! Strike
Alright,
true!
I've got a breakthrough started. Problem is I may get lobbed up over here, and I don't want that. I need more reinforcements into this fight.
Let's see blood! Wreak havoc! At them!
These javelins have got to go.
Combat ready!
Alright, yeah, I am able to squeeze a couple of units past this fight.
Forward march! Moving up!
I'm gonna try and get in here and perform a surround, and I've got to drive
We will
these.
soon hold the enemy's victory point.
I've got to drive these javelins out. Odysseus has his Aristea.
In diplomacy or war, I am undefeated!
Yay, so we just caused a shatter amongst most of the enemy units that are not heroes.
Victory is close enough to taste.
Now we just have to fight down their leaders. There we go. So a pretty clean victory for us. We took some damage, but nothing we can't recover from. I think that was good. Now I'd like to finish off the remainder of their settlements. We got quite a few kills with Odysseus, so he did pretty well for us here, helping to chop down. And you can see how useful that is in terms of infantry kills. Like, if you look at how many Odysseus got versus, say, like my heavy sword skirmishers, which are my next best melee tool, you can see just how effective he is at ridding the field of some excess infantry. And then I didn't even really get to use my ambushers as much as I wanted, but they still were valuable in a couple situations.
Persistence is rewarded.
Alright, so gained a sapper trait here, which takes away 1 siege holdout time. And we gained, let's take a look at the buildings that we do have here. I don't want that lodge. I'd rather have the smelter's house. So I'm going to tear down the lodge and tear down this and replace it with the buildings that I would rather have here. It'll temporarily cost me some bronze, but I hope will be better in the long run. Let's see, wood and stone. I think I still need a little stone. No, I don't. Alright, so we can build the smelter's house here, and then I'll need to start saving stone again. But we're now, you can see we're making quite a bit more stone because I finished this small mountain building here. So we're going to be bringing in stone at a much more rapid clip. Wood is coming in at a nice pace, and I'm happy with it. I don't need to pay the gold to upgrade to that armory at this time. It's not going to be worth it. So we're going to leave that be. Now that leaves my enemies, I think, in a bit of a pickle, which is good.
For glory.
Let's see, my spy. I can go ahead and come put in a safe haven here, and see, that's the gold mine that we're going to come get. Now we've got a safe haven. And remember, let's go check our missions. And this was either a warrior's lodge or a skirmisher's camp that we need to build in the safe haven. So that is an islander's shack. There's a warrior's lodge or a skirmisher's camp. The warrior's lodge provides sword skirmishers, young spears, and islanders. I think if anything, I'd rather have the skirmisher camp at the moment. So let's put the skirmisher camp in, and we'll satisfy that mission, hopefully. And on the next turn, we can take some more territory. We have an unassigned skill point for Odysseus. Already chosen here. If I look down at these next ones available, 15% to ammunition of missile units could be really nice for our javelins. And then this one improves their reload skill as well. This one increases armor piercing. Missile resistance. Let's go ahead and grab that skill to get the extra ammo. Even if it's just an extra volley off my javelins, that can sometimes be the difference between victory and defeat. These are not walled settlements that I'm aware of. This is where the capital is. It's a faction we're not at war with at the moment. And I would only be able to put a single building structure here, because it doesn't have a port. The other ones have a port. Good thing is I shouldn't have to replenish, really. We should be able to just keep pushing the fight. I don't think our enemies are going to be able to muster up enough units to effectively oppose us here. I don't want a barter agreement, so forget it. I don't want your barter agreement. Unless it's a good one, which it is not. Alright, so we finished this one. We picked up Odysseus' schemes, which is going to give us 3 to growth and make him sound like a Skaven all at the same time. We got bonus experience. And then we got this pillar of Achaeans, so we're going to have better relationships with other Achaeans, except for these ones that we're killing. Our relationship with them is probably not so good. Like, if I just had to hazard a guess, not so good. Come from raiding. Treasures looted after battle. Now that I like a whole lot. Plus 20 to influence after victory, doubled if the captives are killed. 20% to battle captives taken. This actually sounds really nice right here, this collector. So let's do that. Let's push the next settlement. I want to keep our momentum moving here. I'd like to fully conquer these guys on this particular turn-in. So they don't have great units here. The auto-resolve isn't loving me right now, but I don't care. Let's fight this battle. We gotta make sure that we keep our favor from Ares up too, because it's gonna really help our sword units with that extra morale, at least at the moment, and later on even more benefits. Start our deployment. This is perfectly appropriate. I'm gonna employ a very similar strategy here, and this looks like a good place to employ it. In fact, I'm going to stack up ambushers here. Hopefully just unload on anything the AI has sitting these choke points, and then I'm going to bring in a good number of sword skirmishers here, or here. Then we just have our useless sirens and a not so useless Odysseus, although near useless sometimes for Odysseus. I really want to put some javelins into their leader. Over here we're getting their spears. Alright, go ahead and fall back. Let's turn off fire at will in the skirmish. Oh, that's not an entrance right there. And then here they've put up barricades. Ha! Well, they showed me. I've got a spot right here, though, where I can start pushing in. Our heavy sword skirmishers are in a bit of a brutal fight here. Hold on. Yeah, I need to peel off at least one unit to go pursue those skirmishers. Same over here. Alright, so I'm going to start splitting these units up, and then I'm going to start bringing even more in as reinforcements. Okay. I've got everything moving up. I'm going to come park, or actually I'm going to start shooting with these slingers towards that target. A little bit more outflanking. Okay, let's hit plate. Our heavy sword skirmishers are in a pretty tough fight here, so I'm trying to get some help their way. Okay, we've got even more units, except right now we're blobbed, which is bad, because some of these skirmishers have our number. What happened to the skirmishers over here? Let's pull this unit down here to help a little bit. Some units routing over there. Okay. Alright.
Odysseus, let battle
Go help against this guy.
My time is now.
I gotta help push through here.
Wreak havoc.
Taking a lot of
At your command.
fire. Push those guys out. I'm gonna go push in here.
Your hero is under attack.
Yep, I know. I don't typically want him in melee, but I've done it on purpose this time. Trying to do some damage to their lord. We ended up creating a blob here, which is kind of okay for the moment. And I've got infantry that's going to go push these skirmishers out of position. And then I think I can get some of my own skirmishers through
Victory
right here.
is close enough to taste.
Even more through there. Alright. It's actually looking pretty good. Looking real good, in fact. We've essentially got a victory all but wrapped up here. I'm gonna take my sword skirmishers to chase skirmishers, and I'm gonna make my heavies come support here. Yeah. Things are looking real nice. Things are looking real nice. I'm gonna turn these guys all back on to fire at will. Alright, their lord took a beating, but also dished a beating to Odysseus, so you've heard me say that he shouldn't be in melee, and now you know why. It should be readily apparent why Odysseus has no business in melee. Alright, we're gonna keep pushing up. Got these guys trapped back here. I don't know if they have anything waiting on the town square. They might.
One of your units has no more ammunition.
Alright, there it is. So we gained the victory through army losses. We have got this all set. Looking good. Woo! Gruesome. Avert your eyes, children. Alright, so Odysseus gains an ancillary, so he's got extra motivation and casualty replenishment. That's nice, I like the casualty replenishment, so that's handy.
Odysseus of Ithaca.
Why does it sound to me like Odysseus has like a lisp? It really sounds that way to me. Not a big deal, just curious why it sounds like he's got the lisp. We could use stone and bronze quite a lot, so I'm gonna go ahead and use my wood there. Alright, good. Wonder if I saved enough to build other... Yep, what I need there, and then I don't have the wood or stone necessary for the smelter's house, so we'll wait and save for it. So, check out, agent not moved.
The helping hand of fate.
Is that... Oh, it's a different... Oh, a different faction took over the gold mine. Well, sucks for them, because they're gonna take my wrath when I arrive there, because that's gonna be my gold mine.
Sickness ends many ambitions.
Poison the well. And he leveled up our agent at the same time. 50% line of sight when embedded. Maybe agent action success and local region when standing idle. The action cost reduction's nice. Campaign movement range boost is nice too. It's not a lot though. 5% damage resistance to units when embedded is pretty nice, and then you get the extra line of sight. That's not bad. It's not bad. I think I'm gonna go down that route. Okay, let's end our turn, and I want to go take that final settlement there that's got the extra wood I want. Diomedes wants gold for a non-aggression pact. I do have a fair bit of gold, and that's a lot to give him. But I mean, I'm already non-aggression partners with Mycenae, Sparta, Silos. I mean, it would get Argos. It'd be good to get Argos on board. I don't really want to pay him that, but I think we can afford it, because I'm not really using my gold much right now anyway. I'm about to get a gold mine, so let's go ahead and do it. Bring them on board. And then Sparta is offering a military alliance and some wood. Which is interesting that they're, because I'm considered quite a bit weaker than them. I'm surprised they're offering me things, so I'll agree to that. I want these allies. I don't want to have all these other Achaeans attacking me right now. Because I would rather go sail over and focus against Troy and stuff, since we can settle, you know, seaside stuff quite well. Alright, so we finished our Royal Stone decree, so now we're going to really be picking up stone at a much better clip here. Got the one for wood that I want to go ahead and do too, just to unlock everything. To be fair though, I'm not really hurt for wood. 8% battle speed to units. And extra treasures looted from Battle Man. All that sounds really good. Let's just go ahead and do this, because over the course of the game, it's going to add up. Or no, it's food is the only one. Then we get 10 growth. Yeah, let's go ahead and do it. It'll add up over the course of the game. And extra food is critical for the sustaining of more than one army, which we'll want as well. Alright, so this one I think we can go ahead and auto-resolve. Woo, gruesome beheadings. We did lose a heavy sword skirmisher. That is quite irritating. Because I can't get that unit back unless I go back to recruit it. So we destroyed their faction, we took their stuff. The auto-resolve cheated me out of a heavy sword skirmisher, which is quite frustrating. However, we do have a Griffin available and some Hydra and a Hydra Priest. I wonder if that counts when we recruit a hero. The Hydra Priest is kind of a cool unit. I'd still rather have a heavy sword skirmisher in his place, but I feel like the Griffin would be a good trade. So let's pull the Griffin in. I'll get more heavy sword skirmishers when we head back that way. And it looks like we've got a special agent back here. An Orion?
No foe can evade me.
So while standing passive, the province where he's at is revealed completely. He can go to a foreign settlement. Reveals the campaign map owner of the faction to all of their settlements as well as all of its characters. Orion is removed afterwards. And a foreign character kills a foreign character or wounds an immortal character with a guaranteed chance of success. Orion is removed afterwards. Excellent. Let's bring him up here.
Master of beasts.
Is that our guy? I think it is. Yeah.
The huntress rules my heart.
Okay, so we're going to bring him up here and use him against our foes.
Something possible.
And folks, I think this leaves us in a good place. It's actually another island settlement up here. But we've gained access to more wood. Got the right buildings in place, so we have more wood, bronze, and food. And we're about to have a good access to gold if we go after this faction here. And I do intend to. I don't know what else they control. But let's maybe see who they're allied to.
God's willing, we may.
They do have allies, or no, they have enemies. They do not have allies, they just have trade partners. So they should be relatively vulnerable to us. And that's going to be good news for us. So I need more stone before I can build any more of the buildings I want at the moment. Yeah, we need more stone. And then I'll build this smelter's house. It's going to be my next objective. And here, this is not the buildings I want. I want to take advantage of the food. It would be nice to have the heavy sword skirmishers, but we can't get them right now anyway. I'm going to demolish that for the moment. Then we'll need to probably complete these if possible. unless we have an ally there. Anyway, hope you all enjoyed it. Heir of Carthage signing out for now. Hope you are enjoying the Troy Mythos. We made some good progress here. Picked up 3 new settlements. And then on the next turn, we'll snag the gold mine. Like, basically, we'll come up here, and we'll snag that, and we'll snag this. We haven't discovered the other settlements that are part of it, but we'll come up here and start taking some of this territory, get us early access to that gold, and help bring a lot of wealth to our faction. So, like I said, hope you enjoyed it. I will see you next time. And remember, if you want to see more of this, get down there and support. Comments, likes, subscribing, interacting, all that stuff. It makes a huge difference, and it tells me that you want to see more of this, and more importantly, it tells YouTube to get the heck off my back with their stupid, crappy algorithm and actually show my videos to people. And it works, and the reason I know it works is because the people doing it on the Rome 2 videos have already driven up my views by about 50% over the last few days just because of how much they've been supporting. They are amazing, and I would love to see that help from you all too. Thank you. Signing out for now. See you next time.